What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I have another exciting topic for you that is going to test your mind, test your perspective, and make you think. But before I get into any of that, I want you to stop, drop, and click subscribe. Whether you're on YouTube or the podcast, click subscribe because I'm going to keep bringing the heat. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, let's get into the topic. I am talking about, as you can tell from the title of this, about how humans are wired. We are wired not to be successful, wired not to achieve our dreams, and we're wired to not live the life in which we want to live. And that comes down to two facts of evolution. We are creatures of habit, and we are creatures of survival, right? That's through time. That's what we've been groomed to do, like all animals, because that's what we are. We're animals, is to survive. And although our situation may have changed economically, within all of our infrastructure, all those things may have changed, and we're no longer in physical danger danger or risk of dying, it's still there. It's just in a different form factor. So I'm going to talk all about that, talk about how understanding that is a very powerful tool to shape yourself and train your mind to face the fear and become comfortable with it, or at least become comfortable with understanding what it is and why you're not doing it, and then slowly conditioning and training your brain to being okay with it, or at least embracing it and understanding it is what it is and trying to get better at it. That's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to get better at it here. So let's get into the talk. Click subscribe, toss the video a like. Let's get into it. Let's talk it out.
Do it! Just do it!
So us as humans, like I mentioned, go back to the dawn of time. We were animals. Regardless of your belief system, we are animals, right? And our sole focus coming through this time, going through all these different changes and all this technology, whatever, the growth from trying to make fire to where we are now, one thing is true. We are creatures of survival, and we also creatures of habit. Survival in the fact that whenever we sense fear within our brain, it instantly sends an reaction throughout the rest of your body. It's like a fight or flight mode. We've all heard that before, but it's true. So whenever you face pressure or adversity, which are most of the things that you're going to encounter very, very frequently if you live a high-functioning, a highly rewarding life, in which you're doing the things that you want to do, that typically comes with some sort of fear, and your body tells you not to do it. You're literally programmed to stay away from things that are scary because your body thinks you might die. So you need to try to understand that and face it for what it is. Oftentimes, your fear is something that you should go towards, not run away from. And especially if it's in the case of your dreams. So many people don't pursue their dreams because of the fear. They let that consume them. They let that take them over. But what they need to understand is that's within them. That is within every person. So when you understand that that's what it is, and at this point, it's very much irrational. We still feel the same sort of feeling that the cavemen did when they were being chased by animals in real life current applications. Like say if we're going public speaking, it's a similar sort of stimulus reaction. And then when you compare the two and you look at it like that, you see how foolish it really is. And that you should really embrace your fear and go for it because it's irrational. That's what it is. There's no real fear. At the end of the day, even if you bomb that public speaking engagement, you're still okay. You still get to go home. You're still fine. So embrace that. If that public speaking thing, I'm just using this as an example, if that gets you one step closer to achieving your ultimate goal, you need to embrace that fear. So stop before you get into one of these situations where it is scary, because we all come into this. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you talk to. If they say they're not scared of anything, they're full of shit. So whenever you get to this point, stop, reflect, understand the situation, understand that it is your body telling you because it's been trained to do that. And it's trying to get you to stop because it thinks you're in serious danger, but you're not. So have that talk with yourself, get into the right frame of mind and understand that you're going to be all right. And this is building towards your ultimate goal. So it's probably something that you should do and continue to do. And the more that you do this, you can get pretty powerful with it because you can train your brain and your body to understand it and be okay and more comfortable with those emotions. The jitters and the excitement, that's never going to go away completely. There's no way. That's part of being human. That's what makes everything more fun. But you can get better at it and you can become more comfortable with it. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to understand these moments, become comfortable with these moments, and let them be what they are, and don't let them consume you. consume yourself in the moment and squeeze as much out of it as you possibly can and use it as a stepping stone to what you ultimately want to do. So the other thing that I mentioned about why we're wired to fail is because we're creatures of habit. And it is very, very easy to have bad habits. So understanding that, you need to assess yourself. I do this very, very frequently. I try to stop and reflect on my habits. What am I doing without even thinking about it? 'Cause oftentimes that's what a habit is. It's things you do subconsciously. You don't even think about it. It's not even in your present mind. You just do it without even thinking, without anything, without hesitation. You just do. So think about that. Think about yourself, because the ultimate tool in progress and success is understanding what you're working with. And what you're working with, always, the one constant is yourself. So stop. Again, a lot of stop in here, a lot of reflection, but that's what it takes to grow and improve. So when you stop, I want you to think about your habits and think about how you could make them better. And it all comes back to your specific goal, but change little things. When you do this and you take the time to reflect, you'll be amazed the changes you can make within yourself. And you'll also be amazed with how many bad habits you actually have and how changing them slightly day over day has such a massive impact on the rest of your life. If you can get better at all the things that you're bad at and then continue to be great at the things you're already good at, that's gold, man. That's the recipe right there. Cook it up, because that's a recipe. That's what everybody's trying to eat out here. So you should just understand that, get the best habits possible, and be self-critical. It's the most important thing. Improvement is the key to success. So understand that, become okay with that, and don't take it personally. Everybody struggles with this, myself included, is when people give you truly criticism that is meant to improve you and it's meant to try to help you get better as a person, people take it personally. I do it sometimes too. Nobody's perfect, but it's something that you need to take in and be okay with that, because ultimately play the long game here. Understand that these little things that you're changing are improving you and ultimately benefiting you the most. So when it's constructive criticism, take it and take it as an opportunity. I know it's tough sometimes because feelings get attached, but try to step back and look at it objectively and get better, because we only have one self, we only have one life, and it's all about being the best that you can, doing what you love as much as possible. And of course, it's all about doing dope shit. And these are the two ways in which we are wired to fail, and which I want you to hack the system to drive the success and live the life that you want to live. So that's it. That's my talk for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. So like I mentioned in the previous, click subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Benjamin Hayden Levitt. Join the community. And yeah, I love you very much. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.